Can you all hear me now? Because I might have had things muted in Restream, which is what I'm using to connect the dots. Hey! So now let's see if you can hear the random game background noise through this. All right, let's see. Kev says clear, perfect. So let me know. It just sounds like random background foresty noise from the game. Figured if I played this by myself, then I could at least see random people and chat with y'all while I learn how to play as a dragon person. Okay, no background audio. Let's see if it's something that I have to set up here in WoW. Audio. Oh, there's the ambient. Okay. Then I'm going to play for a little bit. Thank you, Kevin. I just got done setting up a new desk for myself while also playing D&D and hosting a debate tournament. And I wanted to do that because I also ordered some new cameras that came in that before I started ordering or producing some new content, I wanted to make sure that everything started to look okay and sound okay. And I figure playing WoW while doing this would be an interesting experiment. And I also played the last expansion and then got bored after a level. Whoops, can't do that while stunned. Well, there you go. So I figured it would be at least somewhat entertaining that as much as I've wanted to play as a Naga since Warcraft 3, the idea of being able to play as a dragon form and shifting in and out of that into a humanoid form was something that really intrigued me quite a bit. So I played a little bit the other day while I was just kind of button mashing and getting used to the class. And then I figured as we're getting closer to hitting level 60 again and playing through this, it would be fun. Chop, it's somewhat entertaining that I got into it in college when Burning Crusade came out just because there were a lot of debate people into it. So it became a way to connect with the folks that I had been, chilling with in my community at the time, across the nation, across the internet at that time. And then it's something that I've spent a lot of time on from time to time. So, like, I played Wrath of the Lich King and Mists of Pandaria. Those weren't back to back. I think there was one between the two, but I played a lot on those. And for what was it, Warlords of Draenor and the most recent one, Shadow Realm, I only partially got into, which I'm guessing was kind of good for my time and my wallet. But if I figure since I may not be able to have the commitment to go full on live with stuff like Shop Talk until the spring, if I wanted to be able to chat with folks in real time, I figured I could do this because everybody else in my house is asleep right now. Yeah, I think, Chop, you like me, we've been able to discover both the positives and the negatives, and I think we found those communities and gotten thick enough of a skin where we're like, you want to talk shit on what I'm doing? Well, I don't care. Like, we're not necessarily vested in what everybody else thinks or feels about us, and it's weird. Yeah, what is sleep? Nah. My daughter's getting that right now because she's going through growth spurt. I don't know, where am I going? Ride the soar enhancer. Oh, you're sending me way away from where the arrow is. Oh, maybe you're sending me to where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, it's just auto flying me now. But I figured this gave me enough of something to play with for a while. Especially as we run into Christmas break. That this will give me something to do, especially as I get caught up on reading. I'm still trying to differentiate some of the content that I want to start creating. And then slowly but surely, I'm going to get caught up on shipping in terms of some giveaways. I know Chop has been patiently waiting on a box for me, from like 70 years ago. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, this has been a fun way to connect with students. So one of the clubs I sponsor at school is it's kids who are into like a bunch of phone games and stuff like that. And I was like, well, a bunch of y'all like Dungeons and Dragons, or a bunch of y'all like other online games. Have you ever looked into playing something like World of Warcraft? They're like, no, that sounds like too much shit for me. And I was like, well, it might be, but here's where it's kind of fun to murder, stab, or turn into a character. You learn deep breath. Cool. The one thing that I don't like about leveling this new characters up, so this to me is similar to the heroic class. So when Wrath of the Lich King came out, you had to have a level 50 to have a Death Knight. And here it's the same thing, that you had to have a level 50 to start the Draconic class. But now I'm just getting so much random shit that I'm learning that it's like, I don't know what's important and what's not to reorganize my spellcasting bar. So, like, in the middle of a fight, I'll probably try and cast this fucking revive spell and that kind of stuff. And yeah, Chop, I know you're just a scotch older than me, but it's the same. But I figured this would be a good way to show people that I'm alive from time to time. Where it's like, look at me playing my kiddo game. Because, we like our kids' funny books. So why can we not enjoy playing our children's game even if we're grown-ass adults? Oh, that's a AoE spell. Primalist intention discovered. So is that here? Yep. The other thing that I'll say for the GTA. So I have finally bought GTA, but for some reason this computer has the graphics capacity to do World of Warcraft, but lacks the graphics capacity for GTA. But my little bit of excitement for the whole 2 or 3 of you who are hanging out with me for a little bit tonight while I finish a couple of quests and then go to bed since I have early classes tomorrow at school. In the next 2 to 3 days, you can expect 2 announcements. One of them is a new partnership that I've got from somebody who is in the Web3 space working on bridging the gap between physical and digital comics. And then the other announcement, we're just waiting on a final okay from a publisher. But another longtime friend and content creator here on the YouTubes, we are on the verge of announcing a co-branded exclusive for a creator that we both love, and it is their first, I would say, traditionally published work, for the lack of a better term, because they've published stuff through Kickstarter, but they finally have an indie book coming out through a traditional print publisher, and we've picked an artist that we both love, so there will be a very fun exclusive coming out. And unlike some of the places that can churn out exclusives, a million at a time, we are looking to make them super affordable as possible, because we want people to be able to pick up sweet art and a dope cover and a really, really fucking cool story. From what I've read from the first 2 books, I can't remember at this point because I'm tired and old. But we want to be able to have something cool and be able to give something cool to the folks that have supported us at a very, 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 very affordable price point. So pay attention to that. Hey, Vedika, have you not played this at all? I know that you've been sick, and I trolled the Instagram post the other night where you were sick on Monday, and I said, what, did you have Dragonflight fever? So I have not explored this a whole hell of a lot. That I was able to play a little bit at school the other day, that I hotspotted my phone to just set up this new Draconic class character, whatever its actual class name is. Ooh. So this new, what's the actual name of this character class? Character info. So Evoker is the Evoker is the character class. It's whatever the dragon class is. That where I think this will have some familiarity to you is eventually like the Worgen. Oh, yeah. So the Drakthir. So the Drakthir evokers, you just like you could with the Worgen, will be able to unlock the ability to fully shift between a humanoid form and a dragon form. And the dragon form or the humanoid form is actually pretty fucking sweet because it's like you're a human with fucking horns. And then I just have started playing around with this because it's like if you leveled a Death Knight when Wrath of the Lich King went live, that you have to have a 60 to be able to do this. You start at level 58, and I guess it would also be true with the Demon Hunters that you start 2 levels before the pre-expansion cap, and you get into their specific storyline before you get churned back into the main storyline of the patch. That I figured this would be a better entry point since I played Shadowlands for like 3 months and was like, I'm not into this whatsoever. That instead of figuring out where my characters are and what they're doing and what I have to finish to get to a certain point, I figured this was the best way for me to kind of be able to head into the lore. But I'm sorry you're feeling shitty. I hope it's not the COVIDs or COVID adjacent. Yeah, I loved Wrath. I still remember getting my ass handed to me in way too fucking many raids. Trying to clear that shit. Woo, don't hit me. That I didn't mind the Pandaria or Cataclysm, but Warlords of Draenor was just okay to me. And for some reason, I just could not. Whoops! What happened to my spellcasting bar? Oh, there it is. No COVID, congestion, and fluid head. Yeah, I have luckily missed that so far. A bunch of my students have had that, and I think some of it might be because I still anally wear a mask to school every day. And when people are like, aren't you immunized against COVID? And I was like, yeah, but it's cold and flu season, and my immune system is weak as a motherfucker. But hopefully you're back and kicking ass and on your feet in a couple of days. And I know you're not dealing with the fucking frigid temperatures that I left school early today, that I've ended the day playing on Wednesdays. Toby was finishing his first. They have a marathon club at school, so finally by this point in the school year, he had run a marathon worth of stuff either at club or outside things. So I helped supervise and sponsor things today and then celebrate his finish. And it was, I think, 32, 33. Oh, I feel you. Like I said at the beginning of this to Chop, once I figured things out, I think I'm playing through this string of quests, and then I also am calling it a night. Oh man, I'm sorry. I've had to do that when I was even running things on Sunday on my end, that you know that you'll eternally feel bad, and everybody is going to look at you and be like, no, you worry about you, and you at the end of the day will still feel kind of terrible. That I can relate to that 1,000,000%. So I hope you're back full speed on your feet in the near future. That I know your day job can be a pain in the ass with some of that shit. And I know you, like me, maybe a little too stubborn to be like, yeah, I shouldn't fucking do anything, that you just need to lay down and die. So next time Lady V is looking at you and threatening to beat you around, so you can regain full health, let her torture you in the not fun way, so you're back up to full speed when she can torture you in the fun way. And I'm looking forward to be able to get back on the Madhouse soon. That just my squad needing to do stuff on weeknights just absolutely killed my ability to be able to do stuff outside of that. Right now I'm playing Alliance. I wasn't paying attention when I rolled this character if it's available on both Alliance and Horde. But I think going into this, I ended up having a level 60 of both. But I think I mostly played a lot. Well, I don't think I mostly played Alliance because when I got into this, a lot of my college friends and then friends from high school were also playing Alliance. But I do love my undead. That my undead warlock was the very first character that I ever rolled. So I'm down to do both. Yeah, that's also true. That doesn't matter much anymore. But I just rolled Alliance because my internet connection was so terrible when I set this up at school. I clicked the minimal number of buttons possible. But yeah, I'll definitely, once you're up full speed and figured things out, we can definitely, hey, level 60. Oh shit, I don't know what either of those dope things mean, but they're both class specific, so we'll see if this sends me to somewhere where I can call it a night, especially knowing that I've got the right. Oh, I gotta go kill something. And then I'm going to bed. But now that I know I've got the right settings set up to play through this. Well, and that's the fun thing about this, is that I played a tank for a while and my ADD stopped me from the right level of button mashing. So the fun thing about this class, like a priest, that there's both DPS and healing capacity. So if I like this better than some of either my priest or my warlock, then you and I can hook up as a fucking tank and a healer and be able to do a million things, since you can swing a dead cat and find DPS in the dungeon queue. That would be fun, you and I to nerd out in this way, that we've done so many other stupid ass nerdy things together, that WoW would be the next frontier for the two of us. Oh Jesus, what's this? All right, Vedica, you go to bed and you feel better, and we'll definitely chat, because once this cinematic is done and I click quest complete, then I go sleepy. But I might pop in and say what's up to everybody on Friday, depending on when I get done with my next last tournament. But I appreciate you, Vatica. You get better, get some rest, drink some OJ and some water. Mm.
Dragon in our crate, then fight off an elemental army at our doorstep. I want answers, Azuraphale. Answers will have to wait. The Primalists
trinket.
unleashing a great storm upon the world. Must stop them off until the Earth Order is found. My Warren takes orders only from me. Understood. As you will, but stay alert. There are dragons circling above. Possibly hostile. Heaven scales. Gather the signets of the dead. Then prepare to move out.
I do like that with this, at least in the Dragon Isles, being able to float and fly a lot of places. We'll see if I miss that once you get back in to either of the main areas.
Looking for wares?
I also don't like that you can't profession train for a while. Even though it's irrelevant, it's a good random thing to at least know what you need to grind for. Ooh, another cinematic.
These cultists speak of unleashing a storm. The threat is greater than you know, young ones. We fear these Primalists seek to release something ancient. Something terrible. Why should we trust you? Were you sent by the Earth?
I like how the giant dragons talk without opening their mouth. The Drakir do.
It seems there is much you do not know. I am Elysium, and this is Rathian. We will answer all your questions in time. But we must join forces and strike now, or the enemy will prevail. This is our home. The Drakthir will defend it. We will fight beside you, but you do not give the orders here, dragons. So be it. Aye. But do try not to get in our way. After all, I know a thing or two about vanquishing ancient adversaries. What do you have to report?
Choose a specialization. I mean, I guess I'll main as DPS and then figure out.
We will find our fate. Serve with Drakthir. Do not let the Primalists breach Froststone Vault.
Oh no! strength sword good enough. Damn it. Now I gotta walk like an actual character caring about fighting things. Because I think, yep, soar is every 4 minutes. I think I saw I got apprentice riding.
I require a target.
No, I'm getting there. And heal people. Oh. I'm gonna guess once I turn this quest in, I have to heal people.
Farewell.
Defend the vault.
Our legacy.
Alright, I guess after this, then I'm done.
I am out of range. I am out of range. I must get closer. target. I need to target someone first. Too far away. Bow before her. Before all the incarnates. Acquire a target. I need to target. Take them out. Destroy. I do not have a target. Go on. Mistress of the storm, the primal powers have risen to set you free.
Will big dragon fall down?
For this world. Have you found my kin? We know where they are imprisoned, Storm. Soon, their bonds will be broken. And what is this? The brood of Neltharion. I felt his demise reverberate through the earth and reveled in it. Perhaps you wish to share his fate. I have wished to become what he was meant to be. But he should
They still don't open their mouths to talk. That shit's weird to me.
not fathom what dragonkind was meant to be. But you will. No. Tell them we will scour this world of the Titan's stain. Let the storm be the harbinger of our return. Evoker, get moving! I am ready to serve. Fair Sky. Fall back! Help the wounded! In the wrongs of Neltharion! Your master is dead. And you have been abandoned. The Earth Order. Dead. We stand alone.
on his feet.
Something you wish to discuss. You have my thanks, Drakthir. Now please, mind?
Tell us,
The theory you knew fell long ago. It's a complicated thing. There's only one that should be enough. I thought I would be the one saving you. Drakthir, a formidable being. I am out of range.
let us begin.
Get our people out of here, Logar. Storm!
Behold, the bronze aspect has come.
Children of Nilfarian, hearken to me. Your time does not end today.
I refuse, Olwend. Prepare to. The aspect will provide cover.
I will speak with you. Rise again!
I am pleased that not all the aspects have met a bitter end. Not yet. Tell your queen I am come for her. The storm's reckoning comes for you all.
Hey, Steve. Trying to find an end to this quest chain so I can go to bed. I started with playing with settings, and once everybody said it worked, I said I would play a couple of quests, just see what things look like from the Drakthir perspective.
Along the way, you may discover a new destiny of your own. Drakthir, Abyssian, you are known to the peoples of this world. Guide the Drakthir on their journey. Yes,
skies and strong winds.
That will be all, Sarkaz. I will follow back into the city from the storm. Come with us.
I am done taking orders. Our vow to serve the dragons is sundered, just as Neltharion broke his promises to us. Dark
No, yeah. I like being able to play as a dragon. So this is the new class that you can play, that you had to have a level 60 character of one of the existing classes, and then if you had that, you could start leveling this. Ooh. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is something I have not played yet. It is on my break to do list. That I've played Assassin's Creed off and on, and now that I have a PC laptop, it's something that I think I can get into a little bit. Because I know some of the Assassin's Creed stuff's on here. Ooh, we're in Stormwind now. I know this city.
Behold, Stormwind, capital of the human kingdom, and
Yes, it is.
of the Alliance.
And I can learn my professions here.
Dear friend who is sadly absent. Impressive walls. This city could withstand attack by a formidable adversary, perhaps even a dragon.
Ooh, do I learn my human form now?
Now then, to make a proper entrance, pardon me while I assume a more recognizable form. Ah, yes. The Earth Warder, too, had a visage. So these humans know you. Indeed, I have no doubt they will welcome me with open arms.
Uh-oh.
I have been expecting you. Learn from the past. Look to the future. What is your report? The Obsidian Borders stand proud. Soldiers of
Ooh, I can soar anywhere. I thought it was just in Dragon Isles. Or bank. House. Portal room is next. Yeah, I guess not. One. Yeah. Excuse me. If you're not on my Discord, Steve, we can organize something over there that I know a handful of the folks are over there, or I know Cole is far better organizationally than I am. That I can say something in there. Because I know with Harsh and Carla finally having success on the baby front, that can change things. That when I heard what they were dealing with, I could definitely empathize, or I guess sympathize, because my wife and I dealt with similar things, but I'm glad that they had some success the second time around. Yeah, most definitely. So I can definitely say something and see what folks think on that end. I know I can post something in Instagram tomorrow. It's like I said, oh. And you can see me very attractively yawning. Round leaves, so I gotta go all the way back to the fucking main entrance. But I bet we can find some interest, so I'll holler at me on Instagram so I don't forget, Steve. And you and I can come at that conversation like velociraptors tomorrow. And if it's something that keeps the mix collectors alive and functioning, then I think that's a win-win. I gotta go over to Stormwood Keep. I should have read the map. I don't know, because I have to go into Novgorod that way. Alright, once I turn this quest in, I'm finally going to bed. I know I've been saying that for like half an hour now, but 11 o'clock gets me close to my plan being done. And I know if my stuff is set up right now and I can do this, then like I was saying when Vedika and Kevin and Pop and Chop were all in here, if I can do this while chatting with folks as they pop in and out, that makes me feel less alone while I do this.
I am pleased that you have accepted our invitation to the Dragon.
I think this answers your question, Steve, or your statement.
During the dark days of the Cataclysm, the Aspects made great sacrifices to save our world. The Alliance will answer the call and stand together with Dragonkind once again.
Alexstrasza shall be most appreciative. Though she will insist that you do not bring any lingering conflicts to her shores.
You have my word that this will be an expedition, not a military maneuver. To honor our truce with the Horde, I have instructed the Explorers League to work in concert with the Reliquary.
Just think of all the ancient knowledge we could discover together.
The Dragon Isles is our home, not a place for outsiders to plunder. The Dragseer will accompany the Alliance on this journey, but it will take time to build trust between us. As a fellow soldier, I share your wariness, Azurathal.
Splendid! You two have found common ground already. Now then,
Let us begin preparations for our voyage. The Dragon Isles await.
I'm going to complete this. Ooh, I can get my mortal visage now. And a tabard.
Azeroth faces many threats. Every action has consequence. A visage is an expression of how you want to be seen by others. Will you be friendly and approachable, or stern and intimidating? Certain of my kin chose the latter. As for myself, I settled on dashing and perilously handsome. The magic is within you, my friend. Look inside and focus on the form that reflects how you want the world to see you. Yes, that's it. The visage lies within you. Speak your mind. Until next time. It seems our fates are intertwined.
Spotted some promising crew members as I was flying over the city. Round them up and let's get to it.
Honor, friend.
Open for business. Go with honor, friend.
Careful.
Champion, an urgent war council is underway. Your presence is requested in Stormwind Keep.
What can I do for you? Keep your feet on the ground.
Alrighty. I'm done. Thank you for everybody who came and hung out for a little bit. As always, y'all, thanks for stopping by. And have a good one.